Yo, what is up guys, Shockwave here, welcome back to a brand new video. It has been a while since I've said that. Today we're back here on the Hunter Classic, and you know, it's been so long since I actually made a video. Uh, One of my, I guess you would say, most watched or most viewed or appreciated series that I ever had on the channel was um, how to hunt on the Hunter Classic. So I do still play the game. I don't play it as much as I used to, but I definitely still play it. And like I said, you guys really enjoyed the video, or the videos. So I figured why not come back with this. I am gonna start uploading again. I know I ditched you guys like I have multiple times, but I promise I will be back. And yeah, I've just had a lot going on in life. Had a lot of stuff change up, and a lot of stuff happened that I never, I guess, thought would happen, but we're here now, and I seen something run off over there. I'm not too sure what it is, but or what it was, but anyways, with all of that out of the way, that's not why you guys came here. I'll make another video for that probably, but welcome back, and hope you guys are still here. But anyways, yeah. So we're on VDB, and I'm gonna be showing you guys how to hunt red deer, and I've already done two parts in this series, which was white-tailed deer and Roosevelt elk. So I figured we'd kind of switch it up a little bit and do the red deer. This is one of my favorite animals to hunt, like the other two. So I'm just gonna kind of get my favorite ones out of the way first, because obviously I know more about hunting them than say like a red fox, like I just caught a track of. Um, but those will definitely come one day. But anyways, like I said, we're on VDB. I'll stop really quick and show you the map. No tents, nothing. I don't have a setup on this map. I don't really hunt it that much. But I'll show you what I do. I spawn over here at this bottom lodge, and I pretty much follow the little trail down through here. And most of the time you'll run into a stag over here, or a red deer, male red deer, whatever. This is pretty much a hot spot. This right here is also another hot spot, so I'll try and kind of check both of those. And then I head over to this island right here. This is another very, very good spot. This is where I've actually killed a lot of my biggest ones. And then I'll head to this island, and I will kind of hunt my way up river to the other lodge. Now sometimes I'll get around like here, which is like say midway, and I'll just fast travel to this lodge and then work my way back down the river. I used to have a tree stand somewhere in this area with a tent. I've had ground blinds, but honestly the most effective way that I found is to just run through the river. And this is a fairly fast paced hunt, so if you're going for larger scoring ones, you can do this a few times a day, and hopefully pick up a pretty nice one. You don't have to do it from this way. This is just my preferred way of doing it. You can run from this lodge too. Sometimes, if you're feeling a little bit frisky, you can run up here to these. There's kind of a few fields up in here. I'll just make that another big circle. You can run up through here and hunt, and you can find a few up through there, or you can also instead of running the river, run around like so. It's all up to you. You can do whatever you would like to, but pretty much you can find them just about anywhere on this reserve, and they are very fun animals to hunt. And yeah, so I've killed a bunch of big ones right here at this island, and I actually killed a melanistic over here. I think I got a screenshot of that somewhere. I'll put it in here if I do have a screenshot. But anyways, let's get back to it. So pretty much when hunting red deer, any rifle that is ethical to kill them will work, obviously, and any bow. But there's one big thing that a lot of people kind of stress about, which is the red deer collar. Now the game does a bunch of sales all the time. Maybe you can get lucky and find the collar for sale. It's not too expensive, and now you can buy everything with the GM currency, which you can get, GMs from doing just about anything, killing animals and doing the missions and everything like that. I think you can get EMs from competitions and everything as well. So there's always a way to buy it, but you do not need it. It is not needed. It just makes everything a little bit easier per se. But anyhow, let's get down here to the river and hopefully find some red deer. So there you go. There's a little guy, a little male red deer right there. It looks like he spooked recently. That's probably what I've seen uh, running down through there at the start of the video. But I will show you guys. It's actually a pretty good um, example. So I'll show you guys like shot placement on these things. It's pretty much, if you have watched my other two videos of on this series, it's pretty much the same thing with every other animal or deer species at least. So basically, you're gonna want to aim anywhere in this area where the crosshair, the red dot is. Anywhere in this area is gonna most likely drop them. If you want to go for the heart shot, you can see a little patch of white right there on his chest. You can go a little bit above that and usually hit the heart. Now if you're shooting a full frontal shot, I would just shoot him in the centermost point of his body. Or you can go a little bit to the right and you'll be able to pretty much hit everything inside of him. If you're using something like the 300, you can pretty much just shoot him wherever, as long as it's maybe going to hit a vital, and you should be able to kill him. So that's basically what I go for. You don't want to obviously shoot him in the leg or anything like that, but you guys know that hopefully. So yeah, that was a little guy, but nonetheless, that is shot placement and everything. Another fox track there. Now, whenever you get down here to the river, you're gonna find quite a few tracks from red deer. That was him fleeing earlier. And sometimes you will, I don't know what your guys' graphic settings are, but like you can see, say like at the top of my hunter mate right there, where the rocks are kind of out of the render. Sometimes you'll see them just walking out in there, and that's honestly how I spot most of my big ones. I usually never track them, but you can see I hit right lung, liver, stomach, and obviously body, but that is just a smaller one there. Hopefully we'll find something much bigger than that. But like I said, that's just the start to the hunt, and I'll pick back up with you guys whenever I find another one or some signs of another one or whatever. Alright guys, so as you just heard, we got another call from a male, and actually I see him up there trying to make it up the mountain. That one's a little bit bigger, but somehow these things manage to climb up, the straight up and down walls up in here. But anyways, I've done zero calling. I've just ran a little ways. The other one was killed right back there. I've done zero calling, and I've been sprinting the whole way, and he just, magically up here. So I am gonna give him a call so you guys can see how they react to it, and hopefully you guys heard the actual call. He just fell all the way down that mountain. Well, hopefully you guys heard the actual call a second ago, and obviously the red deer caller sounds the exact same. And yeah, so you can see he's gonna slowly start walking our way, and you might, if you've never hunted these before or whatever, you might be a little bit alarmed and say, oh my gosh, it's a big old deer, but that's still a pretty small one. The big ones, you can see at the end of his horns, they kind of split off into 3 or 4 tines out there. The big ones literally look like they have a tree growing on their head. anyhow, I'm gonna see if I can take this guy out with a bow. And if you are bow hunting these animals, you just wanna obviously stay crouched like any other animal and let them get in within, I don't know, 30 meters unless you're really comfortable with your bow, and take them from there. Shoot exactly where I did with the rifle. If you got a frontal shot, or if it's, a broadside shot, just stick them in the shoulder, and they should go down pretty easy. But yeah, these guys are really fun to hunt. I'm actually gonna pull out the spotting scope and give you a little better look at his horns and the way he moves and everything. So if this was a rifle, you always want to shoot him around this area right here. And yeah, they're pretty slow. Now usually they do run in herds, but for whatever reason, uh, there you go, there's a good call. They do have multiple different sounding calls, just like um, elk do. But anyhow, usually they run in herds or groups, but for whatever reason on this reserve, it seems like you find more solo males than Hirschfelden. But Hirschfelden's also a really good place to hunt these guys. You should definitely give it a shot. I can actually show you my favorite place to hunt them on there as well, which is these bottom fields in here. If you just hunt here, here, and pretty much this whole bottom square, I did not mean to do that. This whole bottom like rectangle down through here, obviously going down in here as well. Um, you should be able to kill a big one on there as well, but I just prefer VDB over Hirschfelden if I'm purely just going for red deer. But anyways, you see I was kind of starting to maybe turn away. Sometimes they'll just turn around and start trotting. Just give them another call, and obviously, like any other animal in the game, they'll stop every now and then, kind of sniff around, look around, just do the normal things. I actually don't know the weight for these animals. I don't know what the max weight is, but there's definitely some spreadsheets out there that you can use to learn that. He's coming in at the weirdest angle. He's going to come straight down off of there, so I'm actually going to take him right now. Using the snake bite, my favorite bow in the game. And we're just going to aim a tad bit high, because I don't really know what range that was. Also, if you are ever just kind of sitting calling like that, if you shoot him with a bow, just turn around, kind of glass the area out. There can always be another one, even a bigger one, or a rare or something around you. But anyhow, we got that guy as well. I might have actually hit him in the spine. I don't know how far away he was. I think I aimed a little too high, but no, it was actually a good shot. Should double lung. Yep, left and right lung. Also hit the shoulder blade, but that's just the snake bite for you. Kind of go through anything. Now, by the way, I'm sorry for the missions popping up there. I don't know how to turn that off. I've reset all my missions, but you can see here, if I can grab his horn, the this right here is what I was talking about, how that kind of forks off. You will, a big one will have, obviously longer horns, more points, but that right there kind of gives it away if it's going to score really big or not. But this is decent. The big ones are usually like, I think 240 and up. I think that guy was like 180 or something like that. I think 240 up. My numbers could be a little bit off. I haven't played the game in a minute, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was whenever I was last hunting these guys. Was around 240 plus, was a pretty big one, and pretty lucky if you get to kill one of those. I think some people kill 260, maybe a little bigger than that, even 280s maybe. I don't really know, but I don't know how big they can actually get or what they are on the leaderboard. But it's definitely always worth taking a look on the leaderboard. seeing what a big one looks like, so you hopefully don't ever pass one up. And like I said, if you have high enough tracking and stuff, you can most likely find a spreadsheet online of all of the max weights for all the animals. There's another stag right there. As you can see, these things are not hard to find. That one actually looks to be a little bit bigger, so we'll go check him out. But yeah, you can most likely find a spreadsheet online. I know they make one for Call of the Wild, so if you play that game, you can also check that out. But pretty sure they have one for Classic too, um, where you can see exactly what the max weight is of the animal and everything. So when you pick a track up, you can kind of determine if it's going to be a bigger one or not by using that method. I use that for whitetail and mule deer, and most of the time it is, pretty good, pretty reliable. But if your tracking is not high enough, don't worry, because you can pretty much just, if you pick a track up and it's heavier than any of the other ones you found, just go after it. Most of the time it'll be a bigger animal. But right here's some droppings. That's what those look like, and you can see 2 to 27 minutes ago, and this is the tracks. Looks like a Roosevelt elk, and that's a female, so this is most likely a herd that the stag was with over there. Didn't actually get that one, I don't know where it went. And like I said, that one did look a little bit bigger, but it was nothing, major. And these do seem pretty fresh, and obviously there was a stag over here, but I'm not super worried about him. Little roe deer running away as I drown myself. I just kind of want to do the whole route for you guys and show you, because most of the time this could just be luck, but most of the time if I spook one like I just did, I can kind of run the opposite side of the river, and usually I'll find them like out here. Usually they'll be walking in the middle of the river over here somewhere. I don't know what it is. The river is dead center of the reserve, but it seems like they just really like staying around the water. So I don't know if that's like, a fact or not, but that's what I've always kind of relied on. I've pretty much always just hunted around the water and usually have pretty good luck. So over there's a female. Give you guys a better look at that in a second. Should probably stop running so I don't spook it as well. And that right there was a female call, if you could hear that. Again, just shoot them literally right here, just like a whitetail or anything else, and should definitely do the trick. But yeah, if you ever stumble upon a female, always look out, because there's usually a stag with her, and there is another one. So I don't know if that is a different one than the one that we spooked over there a minute ago. Either way, that's what, 3 or 4 stags in 20 minutes. So like I said, this is a very reliable route to take. I'm hunting at I started at 10, so that could always be helpful. But I've killed these things here, at pretty much any time in the game. And you never know if these 3 or 4 little ones that I've seen, you never know if they're going to be leaderboards or not. You just kind of have to go and find out. And I'm pretty sure I talked about this in the elk how to hunt. Sometimes you will find more than one male running together with elk, It's not necessarily the same for red deer from my experience, but it will and can happen. You know, sometimes they'll just, go together to a call. They're like in the same area. It can always happen like that, but like I said, usually you will find more than just one or two in a herd or in a group together. But for whatever reason right now, I'm only finding males and one female, but I'm not gonna complain. There you go. There's another one. So, that's pretty much how I always find them. I just see them walking across the river, and then I'll go to them and, hunt them like I am right now. Just give them a call and let them come to me. But you can see this one's got a little bit of a different setup. He's kind of straight up instead of spread out and far out behind his ears. So I guess they can have different, antler variations. This one over here is more of like the first ones that we killed. I think that one's a little bit bigger, maybe. Um, but he's still not really what we're looking for. So I'm gonna speed things up a little bit and shoot this guy right here. And I'm gonna attempt to find a bigger one before I end the video. So again, center mass anywhere around center, and you should be able to uh, hit him. I was gonna shoot her, but I remembered that ammo is not free anymore. So I actually seen where they I guess they recently did that. I haven't been on here in about a week or two. Um they recently changed or made it a feature where you can buy ammo, like subscription or something. So there you go. We pretty much just destroyed him. But you can like use so much EMs to buy unlimited ammo for a certain amount of time. Pretty cool. I think you can do the same thing for maybe gas for your Jeeps or something like that. But anyways, we're about, I don't know, approaching midway of the hunt, and it's been 25 minutes. So as you can see, it's not a super long hunt or anything like that. You're basically just running lengthwise of the map. You don't even run full up in this part. I never do, because I usually just have either already killed a pretty big one or just don't want to go up there. I never really have luck up there. But I'm going to continue on, and hopefully I will come back with a bigger one. Alright guys, so I'm over here at the second island, and finally a male that's a little bit bigger than all these other ones has appeared. He's really nothing special, but he's sitting right there. He's at least in the 200s, so he's not too bad. Kind of will have to do. It's getting pretty late. But anyways, I gave him a call, and hopefully he will come over here. You guys can see what he looks like. That's what I mean about the I guess the end of their horns. Kind of looks a little bit different than all of those smaller ones. Also a brown bear over here. Pretty cool. There you go. So that was pretty cool. And honestly, I don't even see him. He barely, he's barely visible right there, or at least on my end. I can barely see him in the shadow. But yeah, it's a pretty big one, or not like a huge one, but a decent one. Good enough to show and end the video on, I guess. Because at the end of the day, the only reason I'm really making these videos is not to kill big animals, but just to show you guys how to kill them in general, and where to find them and stuff like that. So this is a decent one. I don't know what it will score. Honestly, it's been a while since I've probably killed one. nearly as big as this. But I'm going to try and let him get a little bit closer and then take him out. And thought it was about to rain. There are a few, oh it is, there are a few cows kind of creeping up on me, so hopefully they don't come over here. I might have to shoot them with a rifle, which I assume is how most of you guys are gonna hunt anyways, so that's what I will do. Put him down really quick. And hopefully the rain goes away so I can get a trophy shot. Thing is literally already quit. Alright guys, so about midway on the map, at the second island. And like I said, this is a hot spot, but here he is. Not, you know, anything amazing, but pretty decent red deer. Go ahead and see what he scored here. 241. So I said around, you know, 240 is about where you start to get into the big ones. This is a left and right lung, but I'm going to take a trophy shot with this guy. Alright guys, so finally got the trophy shot the way that I guess I want it. And yeah, so there you go. It has been me, Shockwave Gaming. Almost forgot my my handle there. Always use the chroma. I think it looks the best. I don't know, I like vibrant colors, so. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you stuck around this long, maybe give me a subscription or thumbs up or whatever people say nowadays. Anyways, I'm alright guys, so yeah, that was how to hunt red deer edition. Let me know what animal you want to see next, and if you stuck around this long, maybe give me a... Man, how do you even say this? Alright guys, so that will be it. That's been... Fuck. So there you have it. That was how to hunt red deer. And thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around this long, you should go ahead and subscribe. Hopefully, I'll be back on track, uploading regularly and everything. So if you want to see more videos like this, whatever, please let me know. And follow me on everything. I should start streaming again shortly. And yeah, peace out.